I can show you the mark. I can put those guys around this big. Target John. Come on.
So when you're ready, Josh.
Okay.
Okay, Coach, looked like it was kind of a long day for you today, but just kind of first just tell me about, as I understand, is it Pete Puztai? How do you pronounce his last name?
Right, Peter Puztai is our number one player.
It seemed as though he got knocked off today, so is that, were there surprises in this match today for you guys?
Well, there were some surprises in the match today, and it's an interesting matchup because we come in here seeded number one and only lose one match in the conference, but the match we lost was to Northwestern at Northwestern. So Northwestern matches up pretty well with us. And so when we got outside today, some interesting things happened. Peter losing at number one was unexpected. He's the number one player in this part of the country and our highest ranked nationally player, but those kind of things happen. So other people have to step up. But we were very, very pleased to get away with the win, and Northwestern played extremely well.
And when you speak of someone stepping up, and John Costanzo steps up there in this last match, which with everything riding on the line, he steps up and wins it for you guys.
Well, John is one of our two co-captains and is a senior and is a big match player. He's done this every year. He loves being in that situation. Some kids don't like to be in that situation. John loves that. When the match is on the line, he'd like to be playing. And the thing about it is, too, we ended up taking an injury timeout because he had some real problems with his toes and blisters and everything else, and getting taped up, so his feet were killing him. Plus, he's got an injury to his leg, so he can't move real well. So, that even makes it even more exciting that he would stay in there and fight and do what he had to do to win the match. So I'm very, very excited for John, and obviously we're very excited for Michigan.
And what do you expect tomorrow and tomorrow's match?
Well, more of the same. We'll either see a good Minnesota team, who we've seen in the finals the last 2 years, or we'll see a great Illinois team that's really come on very strong. Both teams are very, very good. Fortunately, we've beaten both of them during the year. Both of them were indoor matches, a lot different outside, so it's going to be tough.
And has it been tough? Has it been tough this week where yesterday you're indoors and today you get to come outdoors? I mean, does that really change the complexion of the tournament for you too?
It really does, and I think what really happens is that the weather has been so bad in the Midwest this spring that we've played very few outdoor matches. None of the teams have. So when you come out, you're not quite sure against a good team just how well you're going to play. And we found that in a couple of our matchups today. Some we played extremely well, others we didn't play very well. So that's the key in college tennis. You have to have really 6 good singles positions and 3 doubles because you never know where your points are going to come from. And these 4-3 matches really happen quite often.
Were there any surprises then beyond today, beyond Peter losing, but was there a surprise winner for you at all, one way or the other, in doubles or singles?
I think we kind of did what we wanted to do. I kind of felt that if we really played extremely well, I thought that we could be a little bit more dramatic because they've lost 3 matches in the Big Ten coming in here, and so they've been a little bit up and down at times and have lost some other teams, and we've been relatively consistent, and our scores have been pretty dramatic lately. So I really thought that if we got on a roll, that maybe we'd be fortunate enough to get out of here a little bit easier than this, but that wasn't the case today, really. Thank you.
Your time.
Sure.
Just ask you a couple questions and we'll be done. Okay. Am I all right here? Yep. Okay. Well, John, you're out there and you're a senior and you're a co-captain, and whether or not you've been in this position before, I don't know, but this is one where everything's riding on you and everyone's cheering for you. How was it out there?
Yeah. Well, you know, it was. I tried just to block everything out. You know, when I'm in situations like that, I try just to worry about tennis. I try to block out. When you start thinking about it, it's the semis of the Big Ten, and it's my last year to win a ring, and blah blah blah. When you start thinking about that, you start performing bad. So I just try to block everything out, you know, and just try to concentrate on just playing tennis. And you know, it helped a little bit knowing he's a freshman, and that I've been in the Big Ten tournament now. It's my 4th year. I've been in the finals twice, and I just try to psych myself up and say, you know, you're tougher than him. You've been here before, and that's why you're going to win it, you know. And I just kept psyching myself up, you know, telling myself that. So.
Was it tough for you today? I mean, like Coach says, you have to take an injury timeout, and you're having problems with your feet. And
yeah,
just one of those
I mean,
things
that's 10. I mean, you can go through this whole tournament, and everyone's got an injury here or there. Everyone's, you know, it's the end of the season. Everyone plays a lot of tennis. Everyone's beaten up. And playing with an injury is not. That's just norm right now. It's just playing tennis. So it doesn't get to me. I've been doing it for 4 years. Everyone else out here has been doing it. So it doesn't really get to me that much.
And so, I mean, was this a win in the sense where you kind of chalk it up to experience where, you know, you're up and then you end up being down and you have to claw your way back and end up winning in a tiebreak?
Yeah, well, you know, that's just how tennis goes. You know, it's just, you know, it's up and down, and the one who doesn't let it get to him, the ups and downs, is the one who's going to come out on top. So I just try to stay like a rock, not let anything get to me. And as you start to stay relaxed, and as I started doing that, I found myself, by the second set, I was playing twice as good as I did in the first. I was serving better, returning better, and you know, that's why I'm happy with my performance. Not because I won, it's just because I kept mentally tough and I kept getting better and better as the match went on.
Now, what do you expect tomorrow when you come in here? And I know it's not decided yet, but what, you know, facing either Illinois or Minnesota?
Well, you know, we've beaten them both earlier this year, but that doesn't mean anything. You know, that means pretty much nothing. It's going to be a tough match. It's going to be just like today. You know, they're both great teams, and you know, we'll see what happens. We've been here. This is now our 3rd time in the finals. So, and it will be Minnesota's like 5th or something. So, you know, we're both. If it's Minnesota, we're both experienced, and we'll see what happens. That's all you can say about the Big Ten finals. You don't know. You see what happens.
Is it tough to have the move today where you end up, you know, yesterday you're indoors, today you come outdoors, and the coach said you haven't played much outdoors at all this year too?
Yeah. It is. Again, you can't think about that stuff. You just got to go out and play tennis. When you start thinking about, oh, it's sunny, this, that stuff just takes away. You just got to go out there and just focus on tennis. And outdoors, indoors, it's the same thing for him. If you're playing dirt, it's the same thing for him. It doesn't really make a difference. So, no, it doesn't matter. Thank you.
Illinois, contact the serve. Go, G. Go, G. All right, play up, play up. Yeah!
Captain, you got that bagel?
Yeah.